Hey Sarah, I've always been fascinated by the history of Tunis. It's such a rich and diverse city with a long and complex past. Where would you like to start? Hi Alex. I completely agree. The history of Tunis is incredibly interesting. Let's start with its ancient origins. Tunis has a history that dates back to ancient times, with its roots traced to the Phoenician settlement of Tunis around the 9th century BC. The city was originally called Tunis or Tunis. That's a great starting point. The Phoenicians were known for their maritime prowess, and their settlement in Tunis was strategically located on the Mediterranean coast. It's also fascinating how the city's name evolved over time. As you mentioned, it was initially known as Tunis, but it later became Carthage, one of the most powerful cities of antiquity. Absolutely! Carthage became a dominant Mediterranean power and engaged in the famous Punic Wars with Rome. The three Punic Wars, which took place between 264 and 146 BC, were pivotal in shaping the course of history. Rome ultimately defeated Carthage in the Third Punic War, and the city was destroyed in 146 BC. However, it was later rebuilt as a Roman colony, and its influence continued to grow. The Roman influence on Carthage was significant, and it thrived as a Roman city for centuries. The city became an important center for trade, culture, and governance within the Roman Empire. It's fascinating how Carthage, once Rome's rival, became an integral part of the empire. Yes, and Carthage's status as a Roman city continued until the decline of the Western Roman Empire in the 5th century CE. After the fall of Rome, Carthage, like much of the Western Mediterranean, fell under the control of various Germanic tribes, including the Vandals and later the Byzantines. These centuries saw significant cultural exchanges and transformations in the region. The Byzantine era in Carthage marked a period of transition and Christianization. The city became an important center for Christianity in North Africa. The famous early Christian theologian Saint Augustine was from nearby Hippo Regius, modern-day Annaba, Algeria, and he played a significant role in shaping Christian doctrine during this time. Saint Augustine's influence on the development of Christianity is indeed remarkable. During this period, Carthage became a major Christian hub in the region. However, it faced various challenges, including the Arab-Muslim expansion in the 7th century. That's a crucial turning point in the history of Tunis. In 698 CE, the city was captured by the Arab-Muslim forces, marking the beginning of Arab rule in the region. The Arab presence brought Islam to the area, and Tunis became an important center for Islamic civilization and culture. Yes, and under Islamic rule, Tunis prospered as a commercial and cultural center. It was a hub for trade and scholarship during the Islamic Golden Age. The city's architecture and urban planning also reflect its Islamic heritage, with mosques, madrasas, and palaces. The Islamic influence in Tunis is still evident today in its stunning architecture, particularly in the historic Medina, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Medina is a labyrinthine maze of narrow streets and alleys lined with beautiful buildings and monuments, showcasing centuries of architectural evolution. Absolutely, the Medina is a living testament to Tunis history. It's also worth noting that Tunis was the capital of several Islamic dynasties, including the Aghlabids, Fatimids, and Zirids. These dynasties played a significant role in shaping the city's culture and history. The Aghlabids, for example, were known for their architectural achievements, including the construction of the Great Mosque of Kairouan, which is considered one of the most important mosques in the Islamic world. It's interesting how these dynasties left their mark on Tunis through their architectural and cultural contributions. Absolutely, and the city continued to thrive under various dynasties. However, Tunis also experienced periods of conflict and conquest, including the Norman invasion in the 12th century and the Ottoman conquest in the 16th century. The Ottoman era marked another significant chapter in Tunis history. The city became part of the Ottoman Empire and played a key role in the empire's North African territories. It was during this time that the Medina's iconic walls and gates were constructed. The Ottoman influence is also seen in Tunisian cuisine and traditions. The city's culinary scene is a blend of Arab, Berber, and Ottoman flavors, creating a unique and delicious food culture. And let's not forget about the vibrant markets, or souks, where you can find an array of spices, textiles, and handicrafts. Tunisian cuisine is indeed a culinary delight. The city's diverse history has contributed to its rich and varied food culture. Speaking of traditions, Tunis also played a significant role in the development of the Arab Spring in 2010 to 2011. The Tunisian revolution that began in December 2010 had a profound impact on the entire region. You're absolutely right, Alex. The Arab Spring began in Tunisia and was sparked by the self-immolation of Mohamed Bouazizi, a street vendor in the town of Sidi Bouzid. The protests that followed eventually led to the overthrow of President Zine El Abidine Ben Ali and set off a wave of pro-democracy movements across the Arab world. It's fascinating how a city with such a rich historical tapestry played a pivotal role in shaping contemporary geopolitics. Tunis continues to be a beacon of democracy and change in the region. Definitely. And as we wrap up our discussion, it's clear that Tunis history is a captivating blend of ancient civilizations, religious influences, and cultural exchanges. Its past has left an indelible mark on the city's character and identity, making it a truly unique and dynamic place to explore. Absolutely, Sarah. Tunis is a city where history comes alive, and I'm always excited to learn more about its past and its ongoing journey as a vibrant and evolving metropolis.